By 2026, artificial intelligence shifted from generating text to executing action. We entered the era of agentic AI, systems designed to manage multi-step workflows, coordinate calendars, and navigate the physical world through smart devices. Yet, in production environments, these highly capable models often stall. They hallucinate, become paralyzed by contradictory instructions, or fixate on irrelevant details while attempting to complete a task. Builders originally assumed that the solution to these failures was simply more space. This led to a race for larger context windows, with models capable of holding millions of tokens at once. However, data shows that intelligence is not determined by the size of the window, but by the quality of what is inside it. Most agents fail because the specific information required for a decision was not in the room. This chart tracks model performance as more data is added. Instead of a steady climb, performance begins plummeting when the window fills with irrelevant information. Large models get distracted by massive datasets, missing key details, and becoming confused by internal contradictions. Solving this requires a specific technical discipline: context engineering. Every successful deployment in 2026 has reached the same conclusion. Raw data is a liability. The true driver of agentic performance is precise curation. To build a robust agent, context requires a 4-layer architecture. Layer 1 is system context, the agent's constitution, defining its role and guardrails for tool access. Layer 2 is user context, the immediate instruction or specific query provided in the current turn. Most prompt engineering tutorials focus exclusively on this user layer, but an agent built solely on these two foundations is severely limited. Without external retrieval, the model is trapped. It can only answer based on its static training data, making it useless for any task involving real-world, real-time information. Layer 3 is retrieval context, searching external databases to pull a precise slice of the world into the prompt. Retrieval quality has hard rules. First, retrieve narrow. Pulling 3 highly relevant documents is far more effective than overwhelming the model with 20 shallow matches. Second, you must re-rank. Initial search results are often noisy, so a secondary re-ranking model mathematically scores them for relevance before the agent ever sees them. Third, you must chunk with intent. Instead of splitting text every few hundred words, data must be broken along natural seams, like specific code functions, to preserve meaning. Then there is Layer 4, agent memory. Unlike retrieval, which pulls from a general database, memory persists information across long-term user sessions. For memory to work, it needs a forgetting policy. It must distinguish between temporary details of a conversation and long-term facts that need to be summarized and stored permanently. When these 4 layers function together, the model appears intelligent. When any one layer fails, the entire decision-making process is compromised. Context engineering is often neglected because it is invisible to the end user. To do it well, you need a rare cross-section of search engineers, data architects, and domain experts. A broken API results in a catastrophic, obvious failure. A poor context system is more punishing. It results in a slow degradation of quality, producing answers that are slightly mediocre until users lose trust. In the near future, this architecture will scale into multi-agent swarms. These systems will consist of 10 or 20 specialized agents, sharing a common memory and passing context back and forth to coordinate on a single goal. As these swarms become standard, the human engineer's role will shift. Instead of managing retrieval plumbing, the focus will be on designing the overarching schemas that govern how these agents interact. Because building these retrieval systems for complex fields like medicine or law is so resource-intensive, we are seeing the emergence of a new market. Specialized knowledge graphs are now being packaged and sold as standalone products via API. In this new paradigm, the large language model serves as the engine, while the context architecture provides the steering and navigation. Foundational models are rapidly becoming commodities. Model providers are in a race to the bottom, offering increasing speed and lower costs to anyone with an internet connection. However, a context layer is organizational specific. It is built on proprietary data and domain expertise that model providers cannot easily replicate or outsource. Teams that lack a formal strategy for context engineering will find themselves unable to compete with those who have optimized their internal knowledge layers. While the model layer is a shared resource, The context architecture you build around it is your most defensible moat. Build the layer, own the layer, defend the layer.